So getting these springs in was kind of sketchy, and I didn't really want to film it, but we did get them installed, and we were able to get the ride height set to what we wanted. I think it turned out pretty good. These are just the ZQ8 1.5" lowering springs on the front of these that came factory. So let's get into what the brake swap took. All right, so I was able to pick these rotors up off of a pretty good deal I got on Marketplace. I've got the complete front brake set up off of a 2017 to 2018 Camaro. This is the knuckle off the 98 Blazer. This is what it looked like before I started on it. Quite a lot of cutting to do to remove the old brackets. So we got everything cleaned up. We laid it all out, started marking everything, how we were going to have to do it, where we're going to have to do some clearancing, and where we're going to actually have to cut material off of the knuckle. So by the time we got everything cleaned up, set, and done, it turned out pretty good. Putting all this together was kind of intimidating. Looking at all this, the caliper is bigger than the entire knuckle is. So here's where we ended up.
A little toasty in the shop tonight, so I got fans and stuff going if you guys want to pardon the noise for me. So we got our ZQ8 spring in, should be about 1.5 inches lower than factory. We've already replaced our upper control arm. The lower ball joint's in good shape, we're gonna let it go. Tie rod's in good shape, we're gonna let it go. We got those tightened up, new cotter pins and everything. We already did the dangerous part and got a shock on there, and we got this all tightened up so the spring is set, not going anywhere. So what is this? This is a 98 and up 2-wheel drive Blazer knuckle. It's a common swap, you guys know, to get the 2-piston Blazer calipers, and then also get a hub bearing assembly instead of a spindle type wheel bearing assembly. So this one though, if you'll notice, is a little different because the caliper ears are missing. Why is that? Well, so first things first, I'm not going to measure any of this stuff. This is their business. If you guys want to know this stuff, ask them or buy your own kit and measure it out. But this is a wheel bearing spacer to set the wheel bearing out to the proper space. So that will go on there just like so. This bottom bolt on this side here will not have a spacer on the back of it, but so this is just setting on here so I can show you guys. So your shim's gonna go between the hub bearing assembly and the knuckle. Okay, you've got one short bolt to go in this bottom bolt. This is where it gets interesting, okay? You've got this spacer that they sent with the kit, and then a long bolt, same thing down here. Now, if you're looking and you're paying attention, this is gonna be a problem, okay? This is our steering stop. We're gonna have to probably remove this whole steering stop, that or maybe notch it down so that it will clear the caliper, because I mean we still want the steering stop itself to work, but we can't have it hitting our caliper. So we might have to go through and maybe just notch like the top part of it off, or notch it like something like that, so that our knuckle steering stop can still hit that and keep the wheel from over spinning. So that's where we're starting at. Okay, then we're gonna get our new wheel bearing on here. So we got both of our top and bottom left bolts in with the correct spacers. Okay, we got those tightened out. We torqued those down to 100 foot-pounds a piece. I am not running ABS on the truck, so I just snipped the wire, but I left this in place so it keeps a weather-tight seal into the bearing. That way we don't get a bunch of junk in there. So now we have a nice hub bearing assembly rather than a spindle type assembly. Some guys prefer the spindle type, but for this application and for being able to swap these brakes over, this is where we're going to end up at, and it's just kind of what we have to do to make this work.
So this is what we're shooting for. So this is from Kore3 Performance. This is a 98 and up knuckle that we had to cut the original caliper mounts off of, and then Kore3 sends these nice spacers and hardware so you can space the bracket out to a proper position. And then they have this nice bracket for the caliper that everything will set up nice. They include all the hardware, everything you need for this. There's the shim that we talked about earlier, and then this is the hub bearing assembly off of a 98 and up 2-wheel drive Blazer. The only thing I had to do, and I want to thank Tobin from Kore3 Brakes, he helped me out with this. This is the measurement he gave me. 354 thousandths is what we had to take off of the original caliper to caliper bracket thickness. We'd take 354 thousandths off to match to the Camaro rotor. If I would have bought Corvette rotors or CTSV rotors, I could have not had to do this modification, but it was easier for me to go and ask someone I knew who had a mill to take 354 thou off these and get that caliper nice and center on the rotor.
I didn't want to spend the money on the Corvette rotors. I mean, I've already got these nice Camaro rotors. They're drilled and slotted. I cleaned them up already on the brake lathe. So this is how we went with it. So big shout out to Kore3 for Performance for helping me make this setup work how I already have it. So we're gonna come over here and get the rotor on this side, and then get these handy spacers on this side, and I'll show you guys what it looks like. All right, that thing's freaking massive. So we've got to run a 2-inch wheel spacer to run these wheels, or any kind of like the Camaro or Corvette or PPV Caprice wheels. So we've got our 2-inch spacer on there. We got those all torqued in. Got our Brembo caliper on, Camaro rotor. I actually had the wrong one on there for a minute, so I had to flip it and grab the other rotor real quick. It's a little dark, but you guys can kind of see. We got our brackets bolted up there. I went ahead and I grinded the rivets off of the steering stop plate, and just drove them out and then wire wheeled it real quick and got some paint on it. I did it that way because that way, if I end up wanting to notch it, I can just put 2 bolts back in it, put it back in there, and then notch it so it hits the original steering stop spot instead of hitting on the caliper here where we don't want it to hit. So it's pretty tight, spiffy little system. I do not have my Camaro brake hoses yet. They will bolt in, and the clips from the S10 will work on them. They're gonna be here tomorrow morning. I gotta pick them up, and we've got our caliper bolt hardware, and then we got the caliper on the right side, the bleeders right here. So yeah, pretty sweet little setup. Nice little upgrade from the stingy little single caliper deal. So there's the old and busted next to new hotness. Quite the comparison, huh? So as you can see, those rotors are pretty shot. I wasn't gonna make the cruise very well with those.
Are doing Cruise Free Cure with Rebroke Garage, Corey Butcher, and that'll be May 2nd and 3rd. If you guys want to get on there, you can still get registered on thefote.com. We now have our own Shopify shop. You guys can get on there and find merch for the channel, and also just general S10 merch. Thanks for liking, sharing, subscribing. Keep on rolling.